Hello, everybody, and welcome to everything you need to know about Mega Towers. So, yep, that's what we're going to try and do today. Is I'm going to try and give you every little detail into Mega Towers I possibly can. I am in sandbox mode, so yeah, Mega Towers are already unlocked. But if you're playing in normal mode or whatever it's called, to unlock the Mega Tower, you need a city hall, which means you need 5,000 residents already in your city. Yep, just to make that clear. So I'm gonna go through everything from how many agents, you know, are used in each block throughout the wealth levels as well. Power-wise, it doesn't actually take up that much power, or water, or sewage. So I need people. But yeah, today it's only gonna be the normal mega towers, elite mega towers. I'm gonna do in a separate video. So let's get started on this. So we'll do basics first. We'll do low wealth residential, and we'll tell you how many agents are in that and exactly what you need to know. So you place that down, and sandbox mode. So I just finished construction. So the first thing I'm going to show you is bulldozing on a mega tower. You can bulldoze each individual level. Yep, even from the very start, you can bulldoze the first level that has no levels. That's fine. You're still going to be losing money, but that doesn't matter. So click on that. We'll go inside. I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do apartment levels for low wealth, medium wealth. We're going to do more levels, low wealth, medium wealth, and then office levels, low tech and medium tech. Services, there's not much here worth talking about. Reason being is they don't actually take up any agents. You know, they don't provide jobs, they don't provide workers, they don't provide shopping. So if you want to add these onto your mega tower, you can read through that. Like, this is a nuclear reactor level, it gives you extra power. You also need control net for that, and you need control net for the waste reduction level and the sky bridge. You have 3 levels: the park level, the safety level, and the education level. You don't need the control net. Safety level, you need drones. You do need drones from an Omega core. And the crowns are what go on the top, and I don't think they take up jobs either. So if you want to put them on your building, you can go through that yourself. But we're talking about the agents. So we're going to go into apartment level. First one. We go into the details. We already have 260 jobs taken up. Where did I put my pen? There we go. So we've got 260 jobs taken up. And low wealth and medium wealth is 72. And high is 28. Now these numbers are important because we're going to do calculations. Obviously there's no total goods or shoppers ready or students or industrial freight. Let me get my calculator ready, my phone. So we can do the calculations. Okay, that's ready. It's raring and ready to go. So first off, we want to add an apartment level. Each apartment level on any, let's get rid of this, on any of the levels is going to hold the same. So if we look now, we had 260. Let's see what happens. That's available jobs. Oh, we're looking at residents anyway, so that doesn't really matter right now. So if we go into here, we don't have any workers yet. We need people to move in. I'll speed this up. Just gotta wait until they move in, which won't take long. Well, okay, they moved in. That's how long it took. So if we look at it, workers, it's a total of 800 low wealth workers, a total of 400 low wealth shoppers, and a total of 200 students. Now we times that by 8 because that's the total you can go on. So it's 8 times 8. 800 times 8 is a total of 6,400 workers per, if you're gonna stay only residential. You know, that's it per building, which is not too bad. And you can times that by 8 buildings in total. So that's providing free actual population. It says down here is 3,094. So every level will it says on here it provides, what is it, 1,200 jobs, I think it is, when we click on it. Yeah, sorry, 1,200 residents, not jobs. So if we do the calculations on all of this, you know, shoppers, whatever, if you want to keep your buildings going up and up and up, it's not too bad. And you get a nice high population city just off mega towers alone. And then you could build your shops and industry outside your mega towers. So we're going to build this up and see what the highest population we can get from this is. I'll be back once that's done. Okay, so I've got it complete. 8 levels of low residential. And we have, like I said, a total of 6,400 workers. Shoppers is 3-2, and students is 1-6. You can add obviously education levels on these, and they don't hold too much. But if you want to bulldoze a part, you can only bulldoze the top part. So we'll do that. So you can see, I can keep going down if you want to change it up, however you want. I don't need to do that. Well, boom. Oops, that was meant to click on. So if you're going to go school level, where are your education? Adds 2,000 desks. So this full or up to level 7, you would have excess desks. So you could have people coming from outside into your school. And then you don't need jobs for teachers or anything like that. You can concentrate on other stuff, which is awesome. If we're going to, actually, I want to show you this. If we go into the power bar, it's producing power to here, but then it comes into the building and goes up the floors. As you can see, it goes up each floor. So if you don't have enough power, as it is the furthest away, the top floor would go out first, then this floor going all the way down. That's how it would work if you don't have enough power in your city. And I think it's the same for water. It all goes up. Sewage just comes out the main building. So yeah, if you're losing water, first top floor would go first if it's the furthest away from your water pump. So I am gonna bulldoze these now, and we're gonna start with the. We're gonna stick to low wealth for now. So we're gonna go commercial or the mall section. Okay, so at the bottom we want malls. So you're gonna go mall section. Cost 26,000 and could, you know, less 7,030 an hour. Sorry, 730 an hour, not 1,000. Crazy me. So we'll build that, and let's see. So this is why I wrote down the amount of jobs we had. So we did have originally 260 low wealth jobs. It's now 660. So that's 400 low wealth jobs that provides. And it produces 1,000 goods. I have that already written down. It's not here yet. And freight is needed is yeah, 234 freight. See, there's the 1,000 goods now that people. Now that's opened. I don't know where the workers are coming from. But yeah. So we do that per every level, and I will show you. Plus that way we get to see what it looks like. But that means if you want low wealth, if you want to keep everything contained within the one building, you know, you don't want to expand outside. That means you need two more levels per one low wealth level. What did they call it on this? Sorry. A one low wealth apartment level. So you need one of these to 200 of these for jobs, but at the same time you'll be quadrupling the amount of goods that are needed, because there's only 400 shoppers needed per level here. So we're going to build this up, so see what it looks like and see every little detail about it. Okay, it's finished. It's nice-ish. I like the green. I do like the green. It's not better looking than the apartment version of it. It's just too bland. A bit more bulky this is. So, what do we have now? We have a total of, it should be 8,000 goods when it finishes. But job-wise, less 260 would be 3,200 jobs. Low wealth, medium wealth is less 72. So that's 960. And high wealth, less 28 is 160. It's not too bad. So per floor, per individual one, it is job wise, it's 240, 260. So that's right, 240. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. It's 400, 120, and 20. So you can calculate if you want. You probably need half a mega tower if you want shoppers versus. So that's a 4-level normal mega tower for shoppers. What am I going into? This one I go into. Yeah. They haven't filled up yet with goods, so it should be 8,000 goods in total. And freight would be 1,872. But yeah, they produce way too many goods, in my opinion. You're gonna need people living outside of mega towers to come and shop here, which then means you don't need any commercial outside of your mega towers. So depending on which way you want your city to go, depends on. Man, this thing is massive. If I put a crown on top of that now, you won't be able to see the whole thing. Oops. You really have to come all the way out to see them. It's insane, but we want to stick close. Zoom out. That's as far out as I can go, so we want to move back a bit. There we go. So yeah. So yeah, it all depends on how you want to run your city. If you want to hide commercial, you use the commercial here, I reckon, and then shop. If you want to hide your residents and you want commercial in your city, build residents, mixing it up. You got to find the right ratio, and that's what this is for. This is why I'm telling you all these numbers. So I'll bulldoze these again, each level, and we'll go on to the office levels. So we're back down to the 1 level. I just want to make sure I showed you this correctly. So yeah, the total amount of jobs is 400 plus 120 and 20. So you can see that because we originally had 28 high wealth jobs from this, and we had 72 jobs medium and 260 there. So let's bulldoze this now. Okay, and then the last one in this. Oops, no, let's not bulldoze that. It's gonna waste our money. In fact, I need some money. Just get some. Best thing about playing in sandbox mode, just give yourself money. Okay. Oh, to do that, if you don't know how to do this, press Alt W to give yourself money. So, office level, low tech. So we're going to place on the bottom. Let's construct that and finish construction. So now, if we go back to the actual mega towers here, at the bottom 3, but on the last one. Because all the way you build here is low wealth, or low tech in this case. Now, these do not provide goods. From what I know, there are no goods available from this or go to it. I think I best make an apartment level just to double check that they do not provide. If we go here, they do not provide freight. They only suck up freight. See, we need to get freight to them. Okay, so as you can see, we've got unsatisfied shoppers and workers. So if we get rid of this top tower, that was just to show this thing functioning. They should have workers now. Well, it's not, but yeah, it's okay. So this thing provides a lot of jobs. I won't do that math. I won't deduct the 200, whatever. It has 1,200 jobs. Of low wealth, medium wealth is 400, and the high wealth is 100. So it's a huge job drain. It just sucks up all the jobs possible. So basically, if you're going to make a mega tower of just these office jobs, which I have no idea why you would want to do that, you're going to need an arcology outside your region and this whole thing full of residents to probably do that. But we're going to see how many jobs it takes anyway. We'll fill it up and I'll be back in a moment. So I finished all 8 levels here. It's very black, very dark. It's not very nice. It's not worth it in my opinion. It's just a huge job drain. Don't need it. But yeah, let's have a look at how many jobs it is taking up. Less 260, so that's 900. Sorry, why am I saying 9,600 jobs gone right there. That's a lot of people you need to work. Low residents in your city. It's free. Yeah, it's 3,272 and 800 jobs there. Okay. As it is though, it's still not taking up too much power. Oh, it is actually. In excess. This has taken up the most power so far out of all of them I've seen. The residential and the more levels don't take up that much power. So that's a huge power suck as well. So it sucks a lot of power, probably same water. Oh yeah, compared to the other two, it's just huge. So yeah, you'd have to build a lot of low wealth around if you want to put this in. It doesn't look particularly nice either. Although if you're gonna use this, it will look nice with other stuff around it. I think it's got trees in there. Don't know why, but there are trees right there. It does look like it'd go well with the Amiga Code stuff, which is awesome. If you look at the bottom though, very bright at the bottom, and then it just goes bland and dull. The side stuff, I like the way it is. It's like this on all of them. Comes down and then out here. The elevator working. Sorry, it's so bright there, but yeah, the actual building itself. Yeah, I would prefer to mix it all up. So what we're gonna do now is, if you see here, you can't do the medium wealth apartments. You can't do medium wealth mall, and you can't do medium tech. So I'm going to show you how, if you want to just have medium wealth in, how to do that. You should have guessed by now, but yeah, we'll bulldoze all of these, and that's what you got to do. Just bulldoze the bottom layer and put the one you want on. So obviously, if we just built this building, you'd bulldoze that, and then you go into this, and you would put on your medium wealth apartments. So you could have all medium wealth city, even with a mega tower. You don't have to have the low level apartments. So we construct that. So now what does this produce? It produces 400 jobs, medium wealth jobs. Does not, yeah, workers. Sorry, not jobs. Produces 400 medium wealth workers. Okay, 0 high, 0 low, because they're not living in there. Shoppers is 200, and students is 100. So you just got to times that by 8, and we'll see what that is. I'm not going to do the math, I don't need to, I can just build. We'll be back once it's full, and we can see what the population is down here. So here it is, all medium wealth, people living in it. And as time goes on, it should fill up the right amount of people. Let's see. We want parks, blah, 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 blah. And then into this. So it's all working, you get about 23,300 people, close to 23,400 people in it. But the actual workers would be 3,196. It depends, doesn't it? Actually depends, I think. No, that should work out fine. The math should be there. Should be able to times that by 400, so there's 4 people missing. Maybe because they've not actually filled up the levels. That's got 600 population, which would make no actual sense. Because you actually have a population of 700. No, 6. It is. Yeah, 700 people, because it's 400 workers, 200 shoppers, 100 students. So according to them, oops, I need to get rid of this. At least the workers are shopping, so yeah, not every floor is full. That's why we don't have the correct calculation here. But that's fine. We know what it is on the bottom level. This is what it looks like. Nice, not too bad actually. Still, I don't like these mega towers. The elite ones look nice and bright, and these just look dark and dull. If you're gonna build a nice Amiga Core City, it'll fit in super well. So it's not too bad. Well, we've got the workers ready. If you were to build another mega tower, we could figure out exactly how many people need jobs, or how many workers are going in it. So we'll do that now. We're just gonna stick to 1, and then later on we'll see how a city looks with 8 of them in. So here's the medium wealth mall level. It will, yeah, jobs, lots of jobs. Medium wealth mall is 240 low wealth jobs. It's 200 medium wealth jobs. So you still get quite a few low wealth jobs, even if it's medium wealth. And high wealth is 60 jobs. Now it needs exactly the same total. It needs the exact same amount of freight as the low wealth version of it, and the same with the offices. All offices, anything that is not residential here, needs 234 freight. Okay, that's what it needs. Now this will provide 500 goods. whenever people would go in it. They're not going in because we don't have a building. But I'll show you that. Let's place medium wealth on it. So you can see, have them move in. And you'll be able to see the amount of goods come in here once it's done. Let's see. People move in. Yep. People working. Yeah, there you go. You've total of 500 medium wealth goods. Okay. So you can see that. Let's see what it looks like built up. So from the back, doesn't look too bad. Lots of advertisements. I'm guessing once the people have jobs, that's where. Oh no, they don't have jobs. So some levels they try. I think they try to make it a mix. Some levels are bland. Some levels have jobs. Or maybe, yeah, because this level doesn't really have. That's okay. So it would be. It's not too bad on jobs really. You can get by. I reckon if you had medium residents outside, you could fill up the jobs in here quite well. No, 2,100 low wealth jobs. That's easy to fill. Same with the medium. The high would be a bit harder. But like, you don't really, if you're gonna do this, you're not really gonna have high wealth residents in your city anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. That's just my opinion. It's up to you how you want to enjoy a city. Obviously, I will be making cities with mega towers in with high residents in, but I would want them to work maybe elsewhere. Because that's how it is. They're gonna want to work in here. Maybe take up a few jobs there. If you're gonna put the academy in, they're gonna work at the academy. Other places, that's where they're gonna want to work. And this is just to get medium wealth goods sold. So depending on how many medium wealth people you actually have in your city, you're gonna want to see that. See this done. We're gonna move on now to the last one. The medium wealth officer, medium tech officers. What happened now? I think I clicked the side, that. Ah, there it is. It's just the mega tower. You can get information from each level, by the way, by clicking on each individual one. It tells you how much the profit is from each one. It tells you how much the expense per each thing is, like 1,150 here. It's not making any income, which is fine. That's just the way it is right now. They need more shoppers. This one's actually open. I don't know where they got the workers from. But yeah, small details. Obviously, if you want to micromanage, you could do it. Could work. And that's the whole point of it. It's given us a whole new aspect to our city building and getting a lot more people into our cities is the whole point of these mega towers. Building up instead of building out. So I'm going to bulldoze this now and we're going to build our last one. So it is going to be the medium tech. And it's going to be another huge job suck. It's going to suck up so many jobs. So let's see that. Running out of sewage apparently. That's okay. So we got no people living here anyway. So no one's going to be working there. Office level, medium tech. Oh, did I forget to bulldoze that? Oh no, is that just got to construct? Sorry, it confused me there for a second. Let's build that up. So if we look at this, yeah, it's not as big as a jobs drain as the low wealth, but it still is. Low wealth jobs is 800 here, as you can see, 260 less that is 800. Oh, but that less 260 is 800, and then it's 400 in the medium and 200 in the high. So it's not too bad if you have to fill in jobs in your city. It's not too bad. I think that's what this is for. You place one of these and fill up your jobs without having to create too many extra factories, industry buildings. So you don't need 2 medium density here just to fulfill the freight orders, which is not too bad. So these could actually save you room. That's what they're designed for, a bit of room. I think with these in here, you could easily get 1 million people without even trying if you just had these all residential, maybe with a few, or maybe one building as shoppers, as a mall. That's what I'm trying to think of. But let's see what happens once we build this up. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, it's finished now. It's a lot taller than the others, actually. I am fully zoomed out and roughly where I was before in frame. You know, if I move out, I cannot see it. It's just too big. It's massive. Right? And it's meant to be medium wealth, but it's still very dark. Still got trees there. But yeah, it's very dark, very dingy. Not very nice to look at, but that's it. If we look here, a lot of jobs needed, a lot of jobs. Still not as bad as the low wealth offices. So if we click on this, we go in here, we can see the crowns. I just want to show you what each crown looks like while we're on the last one. And then I'm going to build 8 of these throughout the city, and you can see how much room it would take up in your city. So that's that one. It's quite cool actually, not bad looking in my opinion if you want solar power. Then we got the Mark II air scrubber, so getting rid of pollution. It's not as high as this, that's massive. And for tourists, ooh, very nice. Very, very nice for tourists. This is awesome. It is massive. I'll put that on so you guys can see. Advertising. There's just a few billboards and then a park in the top. I have no idea why you'd put that up there. If your kid was playing football on there, the balls are just going to keep falling down all every 10 seconds. You're going to have to buy so many footballs. So we'll put this on so you guys can see this. This is awesome. Let's finish the construction on that. So this is the tallest one I could build. And then look at this. We cannot see it. There we go. So in shot, that's that. Crazy, no? That is super crazy. How far out you have to be to see this thing. That is crazy. I'm going to use that as the screenshot. Let's take a screenshot of that. That's crazy. So right now, I'm going to build up 8 of these so we can see, they'll be next to each other. So we can see exactly how much room these mega towers would take up in your city. You can only build a maximum of 8, so let's see. Okay, so this is what 8 mega towers look like when they're cramped in together. I've had to pause the game for one reason. I don't want any more fires occurring. I wanted to show you what you do when you've got built. So if it burns down, we got 3 levels here right now. We can't obviously bulldoze it. You cannot bulldoze a supporting level. So what you do, click on it and repair. 12 grand gone. Repair, 12 grand gone. You need water. That's okay. I'm not really bothered about that. But yeah, I have the... Let's try and get this. Medium wealth on this side. Low wealth on this side. Lots of people complain about water. I'm not bothered to do anything about that. It's just a video. So yeah. From what I can see is... Apartment wise, medium and low are about the same height. That seems to be a bit... No, about the same. And then yeah, we look here and here. They're about the same height. They're a bit taller than them. But obviously the tops is what makes the buildings the highest. And it's this Skyclops that comes way higher. But yeah, the more level and the office level are medium are probably equal height-ish or close enough. They're massive. So yeah, that's how much space it takes. Look at this. Look at that. This is the map, right? We have just one avenue going through the middle. They are really wide. Wider than buildings back to back, normal buildings back to back. They go roughly halfway, if not a bit more, up the map. So yeah, they take out a massive amount of space. But looking at it actually, there is still a lot of space to build in this city. It's still quite a lot of space. This is a flat city. So it's not too bad. I think it's okay actually. A lot better than what I thought. It does take up a huge amount of space though. I don't think there's anything that comes into the size of these. I think what was the biggest thing I could find was this large park, right? Large park, and yet look, it's tiny compared to them. Tiny. It's insane. Or maybe the university. Actually, let's check out how big it is compared to the university. University is narrower. It's also one of the biggest things on here. It's longer than a university. And it's wider than a university, size-wise. It's insane. The amount of water and power I probably need now is immense. Whoa. Oh yeah, because I've added power to the top of these, so we could actually have enough power. But water, we don't have anywhere near enough water. No. And sewage as well. We could always add sewage blocks onto these. If we look, if you're not going to add anything but what I've added onto these, Total jobs, it's a lot. Over 21,000 compared to the 12,000 workers you got. Obviously, you can mix and match. You can do whatever you want. This is just all about the information you need to do this. It's always up to you guys and how you want to do it. You can, I don't think anyone's going to do what I did. Just add one whole block of residence or one whole block of mall or office. I don't think anyone would do that. If you do, that's up to you. It might make a nice challenge. Have one of each, and then the rest of the city you've got to make it break even. That's not about, well, not money wise, but job worker wise, freight. I could make a nice challenge. That's totally up to you. If there's anything else you need to know, you can leave comments in the comment box. This is everything I think that is relevant that you need to know. At least either start planning city around them or to add them into your new city. You should know how many workers extra they're going to provide. Mix and match, have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to watch my let's plays, I'm doing one on Cities of Tomorrow and one on the normal SimCity without any of the Cities of Tomorrow being involved. So if you want to subscribe and watch them, please do. Like I said, if you have any comments, you want to ask any questions any more about this, you can. And I really do hope you enjoyed and learned something from this. Thank you very much. Goodbye.